Simon's Homebrew, coming at you with a beer review. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We've got a break from the roofers working on the house, and my son just dropped off a beer. We watched their dog over the weekend, so one of the boys, I should say. And here it is. It's one from Omnipollo, and I've heard about their beers. This one is the Hypnopampa. Now, there's two versions of this. There's a barrel-aged version, which you would know because it would have a gold cap. This is the black cap, so it's the regular version. Nonetheless, this is an 11% ABV Imperial Stout. It is brewed with marshmallows and Tahitian vanilla beans. So, like, I could resist that. And here's the back. Actually shows the name right there. So let's get into this baby. Of course, I had a great time with the dog. The missus and I went hiking yesterday, and he's just, we nicknamed him Trouble, man. He likes to play everything, even mowing the lawn, as a game. Look at that. So they had two versions. The first batch was intentionally no carbonation, and the second batch is a low. So you can see I've got batch number 2 because we've got a bit of a mocha head on there. It's a beautiful looking head, small, but that's just gorgeous. Let's get the nose. Well, it needs to warm up a little, I can tell you, but boy, I already immediately get some richness off this. There's a beautiful roast coming off of it, but I'm getting some dark fruit characters as well. And I'm getting molasses off of it also. Okay, now I'm getting the vanilla and from those Tahitian vanilla beans, and I'm getting what seems like probably that marshmallow character. So it's kind of this creamy, rich richness that's added to the vanilla. It kind of goes beyond what vanilla normally does. Oh man, that smells nice though. I mean, and there's a bit of chocolate, kind of like a dark chocolate, or maybe like a dry cocoa powder kind of a chocolate. But the molasses is coming through, and a little bit, a light coffee roast, I'd say, on it. The dark fruits coming through is kind of like prunes, I want to say, but the dried fruit type prunes, where they're moist still. But gosh, it's just this, yeah, it's just this really richness. It's, I don't know how to describe it. It goes more towards that molasses type of flavors, and oh, those dark brown sugars. I can't say what that's called. I'll come up with that. So it smells really good, kind of like in some caramelized caramel kind of character, like the top of your creme brulee, a little bit of that kind of thing going on. So we're gonna dive in. Cheers. No, actually the temperature is about perfect. It is right now probably about 60, high 50s. And it just really coated the mouth. It's really rich, dark flavors in there. And I'm almost getting like a beechwood smokiness off of it as well. Man, that is good. Rich, dark roast. I mean, that's, to me, the overwhelming character on it. Is this rich, dark roast with a smokiness. You still get some of that molasses. And at the backside, this bitterness is picking up. That bitterness, along with the dark roast, comes off as kind of a smoky type quality. And it's interesting, I hear people mention soy a lot, and I don't usually pick up the soy qualities, but there is like a light soy sauce type quality in this as well. And berries. I'm getting some berries off of this. This is interesting. This is a fun little beer. Kind of a unique choice for a warm day like this. I'm going to take a little time with this and I'll be back. Wow, this is a beautiful beer. Very rich, really dark roast, as I said, and very smoky is how it comes off with the bitterness on it. I'm rather enjoying this. If I didn't mention this before, so Omnipollo, or Omnipollo, I think that's how you say it. Maybe, I'm not sure if they don't brew their own beers. This is actually brewed at the Brewery de Molen out of Stockholm, Sweden. So kind of interesting. And then that, you know, to go in with marshmallows and the Tahitian vanilla beans, that's just way cool. But there's just a deep richness, like a rich, dark coffee roast or espresso type quality to it, along with the molasses that gives it that smoky, dark flavors. I think a hint of licorice as well. The vanilla does come through. I'm not sure on the flavor. I got it in the nose more, but the marshmallow I'm not sure how much of the marshmallow comes through, except to say that it does kind of have a creamy texture to it. And what's interesting is it semi-dries out on the mouth. So fun beer. Definitely a very unique beer. I'm glad I've gotten to try it. Thank you, son, Thomas. Well, I'm digging on this. I like it a lot. But for me, the one distracting thing is, I think, for the bitterness and the amount of roast they put in is pretty high. So I don't know if it allows all the marshmallow character and the vanilla character to come through as much as it could or should, that's a little sad. That's a little disappointing. But I mean, overall though, it's a beautiful beer. I like it a lot. In terms of Imperial Stouts, and this isn't bourbon barrel aged, so in terms of Imperial Stouts, I dig it a lot. I'm going to give this one a 91. I like it. It just drinks really good. It's in that excellent category. In terms of overall, I'm gonna drop a little bit, but not a whole lot. I'm gonna go, well, just a 90, right on that border. For me, it borders between the excellent and the very good. It's right in that realm. It's just very rich. I always wonder sometimes if I'd rate it different in the winter, but I don't think so. I think that bitterness is just a little bit high, but it's a beauty. Makes me very curious what the bourbon barrel aged version of this would be like. So thanks to Thomas and Laura. It is the Omnipollo Hypnopampa from Omnipollo out of Sweden. Fun beer. Definitely worth a try. This is Kevin Clements Homebrew saying life's too short to drink cheap beer, and I will see you on the next beer review.